Dear friends, family, we have gathered here today to share with Karin and Hussein very important moments in their lives.
It's not on.
Wait, yeah. Where's the mic?
In the years they have been together, their love and understanding of each other has grown and matured. And now they have decided to live their lives together as husband and wife. Today, we not only serve as witnesses to their matrimony, but as active and enthusiastic celebrants who promise to love and support them throughout the years ahead as Jose and Karin work diligently and lovingly to sustain this holy union. The most remarkable moment in life is when you meet the person who makes you feel complete. The person who makes the world a beautiful and magical place. The person with whom you share a bond so special that it transcends normal relationships and becomes something so pure and so wonderful that you can't imagine spending another day of your life without them. for Karin and Jose that happened about 4 years ago when they met. I know how deeply they care for and love one another, and I feel privileged to be here today among all of you as a witness of their commitment to a lifetime of love for one another. Now Jose's mom, Marie, would like to share a few words.
Love. Love is why we're all here today. And I have to get through all this without crying. 'Cause I'm a baby when it comes to things like this. But we're all here for love. And we have all of us here and all of you out there on live stream. Greetings. We're so happy that you are here. And you are here because of love. Love for these two people up here today. Psychologists conclude that love is a primary human emotional need that's part of our genetic program. I'm not a psychologist, but I certainly do agree that the desire to be genuinely loved by another is at the heart of humankind's existence. Biblical writings in Scripture speak tons about love. In his letter to the Corinthians, the Apostle Paul affirms that love is the greatest gift of all. It is greater than anything material, any level of prestige or power, and any special talents or ability one possesses. In Corinthians chapter 13, Paul writes, "If I speak in tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains but have not love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and surrender my love to the flames but have not love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it is not rude, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. Love never fails, but where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. But where there is knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part and we prophesy in part, but when perfection comes, the imperfect disappears. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. Our innate genetically wired need for love follows us into adulthood and subsequently into marriage. Fortunately, the bond of marriage is designed to meet our need for deep emotional intimacy, a kind of love between a husband and wife that is uniquely different than other types of love that we experience and express throughout our lives. Specifically, in the book of Ephesians, chapter 5:31, it states that in the union of a husband and wife, they become one flesh. This is not to mean that they lose their individual identities, but that you care for your spouse as you would yourself, learning to anticipate his or her needs, helping the other person to become all he or she can be. In the book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 6, he affirms that husband and wife are no longer two, but one. Therefore, what God has joined together, let man not separate. So then, let us continue by recognizing Karin and Jose's individuality and share in the historical circumstances that led to today. A day dedicated to honoring and celebrating the sacred union that binds the two of them into one.
immigrated to the United States with her family about 30 years ago. She was raised by her mother Alicia, grandmother Rebecca, and her aunt Becky and myself. While her birth father was not around, she never wanted for love and was always supported and loved. Through the years, Karin developed a passion for learning, math, science, and travel, and grew into the vibrant, intelligent, and beautiful young woman, outside and inside, standing here before us today. Jose was born in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. He was raised by his father and mother and grew up with his dear little sister, whom he loved very much, even if he doesn't show it all the time. Growing up, he was a young romantic and dreamed about one day finding a love as strong and deep as his parents' love. He found a love for music and the performing arts and a love of games, cultivated by his grandmother, Lillian, and a passion for family, cultivated by his time with his grandparents, Ati and Boo. Their love for continued education and betterment led Karin and Jose to the doctoral program in psychology at George Mason University, where they had a statistics class together, which led to them meeting. It was not until after the class that they began to know each other. Their love of games and time spent playing Pokemon Go brought them together. And the more time they spent together, the less time they wanted to spend apart. As a third-party spectator to their developing love, it was extremely clear that the two of them represent a perfect pairing because each of them complements the other so well. They balance one another, and while each of them are tremendous individuals in their own right, together they are even better. And being better together as a team, a unit, and partners in crime, as it were, is what have been many years in the making, and ultimately leads us to being here today, witnessing their commitment to one another in front of those they love so much. I wish I could tell you a single story about Karin and Jose that summarizes their relationship and how they enrich each other's lives and the lives of each of us. But the truth is, there isn't one single event that is a good encapsulation of what they mean to me, to each other, and to all of us. But what I do know is that both of them care deeply and passionately for each other. They protect each other, they make each other laugh, and think outside themselves. That time magically seems to both fly and slow down when they're together. They help each other in ways that are obvious and unnoticed, but always appreciated. Now Karin's Aunt Becky would like to say a few words.
Getting married is not just about passionate love. It is a commitment to happiness between two souls. It is to love until it hurts and then keep loving each other. It is eternity in the making, with the fusion of the two of you for life, forever. Voy a leer unas estrofas del poema de Mario Benedetti para la familia que nos está viendo desde Lima, Perú. Si te quiero es porque sos mi amor, mi cómplice y todo. En la calle, codo a codo, somos mucho más que dos. Y por tu rostro sincero, y tu paso vagabundo, y tu fuerza frente al mundo, porque sos tú que te quiero. Y porque amor no es aureola ni cándida moraleja, y porque somos pareja que sabe que no está sola.
Marriage is indeed a sacred union between husband and wife and shall remain unbroken. The husband and wife are there to support one another and provide love and care in times of joy and times of adversity. Two people in love do not live in isolation. So it is so important for a husband and wife to work together to keep their emotional love tanks full. So there is plenty of love for each other, but also to share with the world around them. The possibilities and potentials of your marriage life are vast, and now falls upon your shoulders the task of choosing your values and making your dreams a reality. Through your commitment to each other, may you grow and nurture a love that makes both of you better people. A love that continues to give you great joy, and also a passion for living that provides you with energy and patience to face the responsibilities of life. Marriage is not a fairy tale ending with the final word being, and they lived happily ever after. Rather, it is the point where real life begins. Life, destiny, eternity, physics, attraction. We can name it in many ways, but we know that there is something special among the almost 8 billion people on our planet that will walk the walk with us, and we will become the support of each other throughout our existence on this small planet. And this special one makes a difference between existence and life. True marriage begins well before the wedding day, and the efforts of marriage continue well beyond the ceremony's end. A brief moment in time and the stroke of the pen are all that is required to create the legal bond of marriage, but it takes a lifetime of love, commitment, and compromise to make marriage durable and everlasting. Today, you declare your commitment to each other before family and friends. Your yesterdays were the path to this moment, and your journey to the future of togetherness becomes a little clearer with each new day. Jose and Karin, remember to treat yourselves and each other with respect and kindness, and remind yourselves often of what brought you together. Take responsibility for making the other feel safe, and give the highest priority to tenderness, gentleness, and kindness that your connection deserves. When frustration, difficulty, and fear assail your relationship, as they threaten all relationships at some time or another, remember to focus on what is right. What is right between you, not just the part that seems wrong. In this way, you can survive the times when clouds drift across the face of the sun in your lives, remembering that just because you may lose sight of it for a moment does not mean the sun has gone away. And if each of you takes responsibility for the quality of your life together, it will be marked by successes and delight. Now Karin's mother, Alicia, would like to share a few words with us.
Karin and Jose, I'm going to be short because I promise not to cry and not to make jokes. I already broke my first promise. Well, I hope I don't break the second one. This is a small poem from Benedetti again. This is in part from the family in Lima. Here it goes like that. Tu alma gemela no es alguien que entra en tu vida en paz. Es alguien que viene a poner en duda las cosas. Que cambia tu realidad. Alguien que marca un antes y un después en tu vida. No es el ser humano que todo el mundo ha idealizado, sino una persona común y corriente que se las arregla para revolucionar tu mundo en un segundo. Este es Benedetti. El segundo es de Coelho. Cuando amamos, siempre nos esforzamos para ser mejores que nosotros. Cuando nos esforzamos por ser mejores de lo que somos, todo a nuestro alrededor se vuelve mejor también. Karin will translate to you later. This is all for my part, and I wish you all of the best and happiness that you deserve.
No other human ties are more tender, and no other vows more important than those you are about to take. Both of you come to this day with the deep realization that the contract of marriage is sacred, as are all of its obligations and responsibilities. Karin and Jose, today you choose each other before your family and friends to begin your life together. For all the tomorrows that follow, you will choose each other over and again, and in the privacy of your hearts. For your love and friendship guide you as you learn and grow together. Experience the wonders of the world, even as patience and wisdom calm the restless nature. Through your partnership, triumph over the challenges in your path. Through the comfort of loving arms, may you always find a place to call home. This wedding celebration is a joining of two unique families who stand separate until today. Today, we unite these families by the marriage of Karin and Jose. Karin and Jose will each like to honor the separateness of their families and now the togetherness with the giving of a flower to their mothers. They would also like to acknowledge the love and sacrifice that each mother has made to make her children who they are today. A man and a woman who are ready to be in a committed, loving marriage of their own. Now Karin's grandmother, Doña Rebecca, would like to say a few words.
Ya, hola. Era un jardín sonriente, era una tranquila fuente de cristal. Era su borde asomada, una rosa inmaculada de un rosal. Era un viejo jardinero que jugaba con esmero del vergel. Y era la rosa un tesoro de más quilates que el oro para él. A la orilla de la fuente, un caballero pasó y a la rosa dulcemente de su tallo se paró. Karin, eres la rosa de 1000 quilates de oro. José, eres el caballero que te llevaste la rosa. También, protégela, te la encargo. El encargo. Okay.
to cry too. And now we move on. And now we move on to the vows. Do you, Jose Antonio Calvo, promise to love her, comfort her, honor and keep her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as we both shall live?
I do.
Do you, Karin Alicia Pedemonte, promise to love him, comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Jose, repeat after me, please. I, Jose Antonio Calvo, take thee, Karin Alicia Pedemonte,
I, Jose Antonio Calvo, take thee, Karin Alicia Pedemonte,
to be my wedded wife,
to be my wedded wife,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer,
for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death do us part.
till death do us part.
Karin, repeat after me, please. I, Karin Alicia Pedemonte, take thee, Jose Antonio Calvo,
I, Karin Alicia Pedemonte, take thee, Jose Antonio Calvo,
to be my wedded husband,
to be my wedded husband,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
to have and to hold for this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death do us part.
till death do us part.
Karin and Jose will now exchange rings as a symbol of love and commitment to each other. Rings are a precious metal and are made all the more precious through the act of always wearing them. Wedding rings are special. They enhance who you are. They mark the beginning of your long journey together. A ring is used to represent the love of a marriage because just like a circle has no end, the love of a marriage is never ending. It is the seal of the vows you have taken to each other without end. Each ring is a symbol of the never-ending trust and commitment you share. There is no beginning and there is no end. These rings have an even deeper significance for Jose and Karin. They were a gift from Jose's Aunt Tita. These rings belong to Jose's grandparents, Jose and Pilar Calvo, as he called them, Ati and Bu. These were the only possessions that his Aunt Tita wanted to keep of Ati and Bu's. And with the blessing of Jose's father and Aunt Nina, she graciously gifted them to Jose and Karin as a symbol of family and a long, loving relationship. Ati and Bu courted from the age of 18 and married when they were 22. At the time of Bu's death, they had been married 64 years and 10 months. These rings are a strong testimony and sparkling symbol of a marriage founded on a deep love that endures a lifetime. Karin, please place the ring on Jose's left hand and repeat after me. With this ring, I give you my heart.
With this ring, I give you my heart.
Jose, please place the ring on Karin's left hand and repeat after me. With this ring, I give you my heart.
With this ring, I give you my heart.
and Jose, today you join your separate lives together. The two separate bottles of sand symbolize your separate lives, separate families, and separate sets of friends. They represent all that you are and all that you will ever be as an individual. They also represent your lives before today. As these two containers of sand are poured into the third container, the individual containers of sand will no longer exist, but will be joined together as one. Just as these grains of sand can never be separated and poured again into the individual containers, so will your marriage be. Would the couple please join hands? I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. I present to you the newly married couple. Bravo. Please feel free to stay, stand, or while the couple takes their first dance. Consider stand, wherever is most comfortable for you.
I look at him and he's like teary-eyed and like cute crying, and I'm like, oh.
I think that possibly, maybe I'm falling for you. Yes, there's a chance that I've fallen quite hard over you. I've seen paths that your eyes wander down. I wanna come to. I think that possibly, maybe I'm falling for you. No one understands me quite like you do. Through all of the shadowy corners of me, I never realized just what it was about this unconditional love so much. I never realized, I never realized just what it was about this unconditional love so much. I never realized, I think that possibly, maybe I'm falling for you. Yes, there's a chance that I've fallen quite hard over you. I've seen the water colors that make your eyes shine. Now I'm shining too. Because I've fallen quite hard over you. If I didn't know you, I'd rather not know. If I couldn't have you, I'd rather be alone. I never knew just what it was. It's so cold, I love so much. I never knew just what it was. It's so cold, I love so
Loving you the way I do, I know we're gonna make it through. And I would go to the ends of the earth, cause darling, to me that's what you're worth. When you leave, I will follow anywhere that you tell me to. If you need me to be with you, I will follow where you lead. If you're out on the road, feeling lonely and so cold, all you have to do is call my name and I'll be there on the next train. Where you lead, I will follow anywhere that you tell me to. If you need me to be with you, I will follow where you lead. I always wanted a real home with flowers on the windowsill. But if you wanna leave me,
lying in my bed, I hear the clock tick and think of you. Caught up in circles, confusion is nothing new. Flashback, warm nights, almost left behind. Suitcase of memories. Time after sometimes you picture me. I'm walking too far ahead. You're calling to me. I can't hear what you said. And you say, go slow. I fall behind. The second hand unwinds. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. After my picture fades and darkness has turned to gray, watching through windows, you're wondering if I'm okay. Secrets stolen.
So.
You. And thank you everyone for coming. We're now going to move to the back corner where we will have cake and champagne.
Yeah.
If we could.
Yes, thank you.
Want to be flavor?
Yeah, you can do that? Yeah, sure. Here's the 1 inch across and then 2 this way. You don't have to try it. Wait. And then for the oh, and then one that in the middle. And then number 2 inches. Okay. I thought you were meant to take off the top. Oh, I was like, that's confusing.
They're actual flowers. They can be eaten. No. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Jimmy.
Toast first, then cake.
Cool, yes, we're going to try to make it. You want to go around with that? Yeah. You want to Thank you.
That's what I was wondering, because for your dance. Oh, yeah.
Anybody else want some champagne? Do we have an extra one?
No, you're in.
Well, the live stream, see you guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you all for coming. It was a beautiful ceremony.
Yeah.
Appreciate everyone's help. It's lovely. One of the happiest days of my life. So, cheers.
I'm very proud of my son and my new daughter-in-law. God bless you. Congratulations. We love you so much. Cheers.
Cheers.
Shout out to all those that live stream.
I dream.
Yeah, right there.
I think so. I thought, because I heard,
Karin. Me? Oh, yeah. No, we were laughing because you had said, oh, they'll be sparking inside of you. So I take a sip and I went, that's a place cider. It's just sparkling water.
So you're going to take pictures?
On the River View.
Huh?
River View. I'm I don't know, you check with them because we ended the family picture, but they couldn't get.
That's it, right? There's literally nothing else.
Well, for
Let's do this so it's set up for the next one.
Maybe on the other side too. You can unplug my stuff. I'm done.
Okay. I don't know, I think it's
Is that still running? Yeah. What makes it live? Yeah, it's actually coming right through. They can hear you right now. Okay. Do you want to say? No, I was just checking. Wait, they can't see you. There's still 38 people watching.
I'm being told to wait to take pictures, so.
Que guapo, Luce Leroy.
There. Yeah.
Here, come back. Now they can see.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They're fake, so.
I can just speak on it.
Cakes on the table, please.
All right, we're gonna use this table
Okay.
for cake.
Which one? Okay. This big one?
Yep.
Okay, I'm about to get everything.
We'll bring out more. Yeah, bring out more cake. Yeah, you want to go ahead and sweep those. All of the rest.
Do you think it's okay to end this now?
What's that?
Do you think I should end it now?
I think I would think. Yeah. I mean, I would just ask you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Let's go. Yes, it's fine. Okay, you'll be matrix. Okay.
All right. Just talk loud.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for coming and joining us.
Thank you so much for coming.
We love all of you. We appreciate it. We're going to be signing off now. Wonderful. We're so glad you can all join us.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right.